Hey, we started on time today.
We're on time, dude.
We're on time, guys.
You hear the techno music?
I feel it. That's why I wore this shirt today.
Right. We need a light.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Hey, what's up? Hey, Easter was Sunday, right?
Was it?
Or is it today?
Oh, I just like the way I looked at it, bro. You know.
That's tight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's risen all year.
Is it polo?
Is it? No, I don't know. Is it?
Dude, you're always wearing polo.
Is it? What is it?
Trump.
Oh, snap! Fern just looked like she was about to kill me.
I know, she's about to run.
Yeah.
No, it says Ralph Lauren. Yeah.
Damn, fire.
It says Ralph Lauren. You bought it in on Harwin?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's tight.
I mean, that's where all the ball was shot.
Yeah. Well, we want to thank you guys tuning in. Something new, episode 14. We're sorry we didn't have a show last week. We both had some stuff we had to take care of.
It was. We didn't have a topic. That's what really.
Yeah,
happened.
we didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. Nah.
Props to Twisted Arrow Goods. They hooked us up with a candle. What does this smell like?
It smells like oak moss and amber number 5. You guys smell that? Yeah, smell
You
that?
describe it. Like if you didn't know, have a description.
All right. Here's what it smells like. Let's say it's like 7:30 in the morning. You just woke up. You're unzipping the tent bag. I mean the tent.
Wait, hold on. 7:30 in the morning.
7:30 in the morning.
You're camping?
You're camping.
Okay.
So you unzip the tent.
Right.
You're coming out. You get that big stretch going. Because you just had a shitty night sleeping on the floor.
Right.
But once you take that deep breath, like, that's what it smells like.
Damn.
Just like, you know, it's not woods. It's not, It's just that experience.
That's deep, bro.
Bro, that's what I'm all about.
You should do.
Hey, you're welcome, Twisted Arrow.
You should do. Somebody tag Twisted Arrow, by the way. Like, I don't have time right now.
Yeah.
Twisted Arrow Goods are on Facebook. Also look up Clayton Harkley. You can tag him too. Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, that's a good description. I'm
I'm
gonna get more candles from them. We'll have a show.
But 7:30, not 7:31 or 7:29.
Right.
7:30.
What?
You're waking up.
Oh,
Getting
dang.
stretched.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Now, do you have a coffee in your hand? Did you make coffee yet?
No, for what?
No, in the description.
Oh no, you just woke up.
You just woke up.
Barely woke up, so you got that.
Did you take a dump in the woods yet?
No, bro.
You just barely woke up.
That's the first thing you did.
Wow. Okay.
You
That's
unzipped.
deep.
You came out. You stretched it out.
All
you
right.
realized how crappy it was, your nap or
Yeah.
your sleep. But when you take that deep breath, it all goes away.
All right, Twisted Arrow. If you give us all your candles, just drop them off. Drop a case off tomorrow. We'll next show we'll just be all just describing your candles.
Just describe. It's kind of like tasting wine. We'll just describe.
Yeah,
candles.
and then
That's
you
all.
add that in the back, like add another little label in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tight.
Damn.
So another shout out to Bike Houston.
Yeah.
Right.
Bike Houston a few weeks ago.
Yeah. What did
the
they pass? What?
The big bike plan for the city has been approved finally.
Right. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Man,
So now there's funds that'll be allocated to help.
We know how much? Like $20 or what?
I don't know. I don't know all the details, but I mean, Bike Houston still.
Yeah.
This would be a plan that'll be going for like 10 years, 10 plus years.
Man, that's job security
Yeah.
right there, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but no, it's good. Cause yeah, I mean, and it's all just designed to just build out infrastructure for better bike lanes and stuff like that in the city.
So you can find Bike Houston online.
Bike Houston.
We had Ivan Fuentes.
Ivan Fuentes. I don't know if he's tuned in. Somebody tag him.
Yeah.
Let's see who's in. How many viewers we have right now?
You got 8. So we got to get this going. They're getting bored.
All right. Next shout out.
So the other shout out.
May 13th is Puppies for Breakfast. So this is the largest dog festival in
the world. Murdoch.
No. Nobody even knows anymore. Like what?
Oh no, everyone knows.
I think it's Rambo.
You're like an old man that just keeps repeating.
I know. do a search in YouTube, type in Rambo 3 Murdoch, and it'll pull up the scene.
Yeah.
And,
we're gonna put it in the next recap
and
side by side.
Yeah, and I'll reenact it. All right. So yeah, Puppies for Breakfast, May 13th, Market Square Park. This is
still has some vendor spots open.
Yes, I have vendor spots. I have yes. So if you want to be a vendor or if you're an artist, I have some table spots in an area that we call Artist Row. Those are cheaper spots for the artists, for the struggling artists.
Friendly budget.
Yeah. So contact us through the Puppies for Breakfast page or through the website. You can register.
Yeah, and you can just pay us in a 6-pack of Lone Star.
Yes. For those spots, though, they need to pay in $1 bills.
Oh, yeah.
Or $2 bills.
Well, they have to make it rain.
Or if you go to C&D Scrap Metal, they'll pay you in $2 bills, and then you pay us. Hey, I saw that. You know what? I saw that dude the other night at the Rice Box on 20th Street. It was like almost midnight.
Yeah.
He looked worn out with his buddy, and they were just eating fried rice and
just
some good. I mean, it's good food.
They walked in, metal was around.
And I wanted to throw in a joke. I was like, "Hey, anybody got a $2 bill I can borrow?"
I need $2.
But I didn't feel it. Like,
can anybody break a 2?
So yeah. All right, Puppies, May 13th. And then I got to give props to Red Bull. They came by this week.
Yeah.
So we're doing a project right now for Red Bull. They're doing an event in June. They came by with this little gift.
In all its glory.
You're going to open that?
Check out the top. Yeah, see that, guys? Yeah?
What? Boom.
If you ever watch Pulp Fiction and you ever wondered what was in the briefcase, this is it.
It was Red Bull.
Right here. Sugar-free.
So these are some new flavors that they have coming out, and then there's some other new ones. So
this one's guacamole, and this one's uva.
Carne asada.
Uva.
Uva.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
Grape. But you just say it in
Okay.
Spanish. Uva.
Dang. So yeah, these are not meant to drink. I could drink them, but I'm just gonna have it on display at the bike shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tight.
Awesome.
All right.
Well, if you tuned in a couple of weeks ago, Steve did a logo deal, which he's going to do here in a little bit. And then I kind of shared my story. And kind of the theme with that, if you go back to the recap, was me just kind of talking about, in a whole, just doing what you love doing.
Right.
And making a living at it.
Yeah. So,
I mean, that's kind of just been what I've been trying to do my whole life since high school. And so we want to.
I stay stuck.
I know you got.
I
stay
stay
know
stuck when I just have the visual of you being a priest.
No.
Oh, you worked at a church, right?
Yeah. But in high school, I was hustling, dude. I was cutting yards.
But where did that go to? Like, hey, I got to get into the ministry.
Oh, because I had
You just figured you'd pay some debt off.
No. No, there was a life change like early on in college, and then and then I ended up.
Okay.
Yeah. But it was good. Like those were some good years.
All right. So we're gonna have an awesome guest today.
Yeah, we got an awesome guest, and we're running with the theme of
entrepreneurs.
Well, no, just turning your passion into business, like making a living out of it and doing what you love doing.
Taking that leap of faith.
Right. So we're going to bring her up in just a minute, but you have something you want to. Our first segment is.
Well, I guess I thought that was going to be the last segment.
You want to do that last?
It doesn't matter. We could just go through it now real quick. So. In the last show, we started a new segment called "Your Logo Sucks." And what the goal was just to show the difference of designer and just some idiot somewhere designed something. But what sparked the idea was actually this company, James and
James
Exploration Company. They a friend came to me and they said, "Hey, what do you think about this?" And I said, "Wow, this is cute, I guess." And what came out of that was, you know what? I can design something in 30 minutes, if not less. So sure enough, I did, sent it to them, and I mean,
And
they loved it.
And they loved it.
Yeah, and so you're probably looking at this like, what's wrong with this? Well, I mean, this goes back to an early episode where it's all about the font, and this font and this color doesn't really translate to the company. This just looks more like for cupcakes or.
Because what does the company do again?
So they essentially drill for oil.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all they do. Right.
So this is their logo.
This was their logo before. It was an in-house kind of person that they said, hey, come up with the logo. We just want something clean and simple. And
Like
this is what
Jill
she came
in
up with.
accounting. Hey,
Yeah.
Jill in accounting.
Hey, we heard you know how to make PowerPoint slides.
Can you do our logo for us?
So-
we need it by tomorrow.
Keeping that in mind, they like the color, but we were trying to tell them it's just not right for what you're doing.
Right.
So I just presented something simple and clean. Now the color changed a little bit. You probably can't tell, but I gave it a little bit more depth to give it more. I mean,
Yeah.
it is what it is. It needs to be masculine.
That looks like
'Cause you think
Pantone
of oil-
631U.
Right. So once you encase it, it gives you a different corporate feel.
Oh, yeah,
and it's
totally
actually
different feel.
evolved. So it's a custom font, custom kerning, the spacing between the letters. And overall, just giving them a brand identity,
Right.
they realize the importance of using an actual designer. So, and I
Instead
showed
of Jane
them,
in accounting.
yeah, I showed them what it would look like in grays and other blues, and then how it looks in black, how it looks in white.
Right.
So
That looks good.
really, that's it. I mean,
So they've
wanted it
been
simple.
using it.
Right. I mean, even to the point where everything was uppercase instead of, the lowercase feel.
Right.
That's what softened it.
Uh,
So it's just little things like that.
but it's powerful the way. I mean, a font would totally. Dang, our special guests are getting crazy right now. What are they drinking over there? Oh, it's my dog.
Yeah, it's your dog, bro.
He's a rescue. I haven't really worked with him yet. What is he doing?
Fern, that's why we brought you on the show.
Fern, the goal was for you to train him in 30 minutes.
Or less.
So,
So-
it's crazy how powerful a font is and how it totally changes the mood. Because, that first one,
Right.
I wanted to order flowers, like you said, or...
I mean, this spacing here, I mean, just everything about it was, it didn't fit for them.
Right.
That's all it was.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good.
This could fit for somebody else, but
Right.
yeah.
Like Miradela.
Like Miradel. Like if this said Conchas in that color.
Right. Boom, done.
Boom.
T-shirt.
So
Shout out to Miradela.
Mira de la.
anyways. All
That's
right,
cool.
guys. That
No,
was
that's
it.
good.
Yeah. So
That was today, this week's ugly. Your logo is ugly.
Yeah. Sorry, James, but your logo was ugly
it was
and it
ugly.
didn't fit. And
and
we're
you
glad
fixed
we
it.
helped you out.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good job, Steve.
There we go.
Hey, good job, bro.
Hey, this is my second good job for the
Yeah.
day.
Next week's show, we're going to talk about handshakes.
Oh yeah.
The power of the handshake.
Oh no, here's a real handshake.
Oh, dang, like that. Whoa,
It's the
hey, whoa.
handshake.
Whoa, dude.
It's the man shake,
Nah,
man.
dude, you got a little too close to the elbow, bro.
That's the point.
What does this handshake
That's how
mean?
Vikings used to say.
What does this handshake mean? Look at that.
Oh, I don't know. You're trying to. It means penetrate. I don't know. You should have seen Fern's eyes.
No, see people do that.
I don't. Who?
What
What
is this?
people?
How about this
Where
handshake?
are you?
How about like that when you shake hands like
That
that?
means like somebody died. I'm sorry for your loss.
How about this one?
Oh, this bring it in, bro.
All right.
Anyways,
That one's all right.
yeah.
All right.
So that was our segment for handshakes.
Handshakes. Damn, we're gonna have now. We got a new segment to do. Ugly logos, handshakes, and boom,
Candles.
boom. All right.
All right, so it's time to bring up.
Well, I think it's time to bring our special guest up.
Yeah.
All right. Well, everybody, I want y'all to give a big
Where's the music?
applause. Oh, I need some music. Intro music. This is Fern. You have two last names, right?
Yeah, it's my mom's last name and my wife's last name.
You can step in a little bit
Yeah.
closer.
Wait 1 second. Come here.
So you brought some special guests with you. Let's see.
Yes.
Who's this guy?
Hi, guys.
Will he let me pick him up?
Yeah, he will. All right.
Who's this little guy right here?
This is Abraham.
What's up, Abraham?
Hello.
So what's his story? Well, before we get going, real quick, Fern
There you go.
De Santos. What else?
Viramontes, but you can call
Okay.
me Fern De Santos.
Okay, good.
My wife will deal with it.
And
How
is
can
your
they
new-
find you?
Yeah.
What's an easy way to find you?
You can email me at walkmydog at dogslife.htx.com.
Okay.
And also, I'm very respondent with my Facebook. And you can also follow me on Instagram if you want to see the daily dose of puppy love.
Nice.
I think
No,
I have
yeah.
a pretty good Instagram.
You do. I
Instagram
love your
game,
photos.
yeah.
And then you got your.
The wife just said I will deal with it later.
Oh,
She just
sure.
said I would deal with it. Total instigator. I'm
Right?
adding
I
to
know,
it.
right?
It's okay. It's okay. I'll just buy her
Now you know what?
tacos.
Your Instagram
Won't
is
be
good
done.
because you have the new camera and your photos are just amazing.
Yeah, no.
with all the
Whenever
puppies.
I used to take pictures with the last iPhone, and they were kind of good. But once I bought the iPhone 7, it was
Right.
just like a done deal.
Change the world.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Plug for the iPhone 7.
iPhone 7, sorry. Send me a free one, please. Thank you.
All
So,
right.
yeah.
So yeah, we'll get into your company in a minute. We'll talk about that and how you got started. But tell us about this guy, and he has a little friend.
Oh
down
yeah.
there, too.
So this is
It comes in pairs.
they come in pairs. So, yeah, I have some clients around my neighborhood, which has a lot of stray dogs or dogs that the owners don't really care for them.
Right.
And these guys were some neglected little doggies that were on the street where one of my clients is at.
Uh-huh.
And I've seen them for a couple weeks, and I would try to, I will pet them and everything, give them treats and whatnot. But one of my client, she said that the guys like around the area, they were giving them beer and they were getting them really drunk to the point that they couldn't walk anymore. So
Like they were getting drunk.
yeah, they were getting really, really drunk.
Wow.
So I
And
decided.
my rescue's down here. acting
Yeah,
crazy.
it's-
He needs
it's-
training.
What about me, guys? What about me?
So I decided to just put him in my car and just give him a chance for a better life.
Right.
And nobody has claimed them.
So, Jose, if you're looking for your 2 dogs, they're right here.
Right here.
And
Call
so-
me later.
And so what's their next? Where are they going?
They're going to Colorado tomorrow, so shout out to RPM that helped me find the rescue in Colorado.
That's Rescue Pets
Rescue Pets
Movement.
Movement. And
How does Caesar Milano?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and also a shout-
Caesar grabs him by the neck like
I
that.
know, it's like, and also shout out to All Aboard Rescue that is in Colorado that is
Yeah.
gonna take them in and
Wow.
is gonna work to find them forever homes.
That's cool.
But they're very bonded. Yeah, yeah, they
It's
love
gonna
they
suck
love
if
each
they
other.
get separated.
I think it will be good for them though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if they're
What-
from the same leader. I think they're from the same leader, even
Yeah.
though they look a lot different.
Well, they've been running the street
Yeah.
together
Yeah.
like buddies.
No, for real.
Well,
Yeah.
They've been getting drunk all the time together.
I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
they're
I mean,
drinking
that's-
buddies.
That's why they're
Drinking
bonded. They're
buddies.
like, hey, what the?
That's like you too.
I know. right? You know what? I think they're getting drunk on their own.
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. And she is the sweetest thing, but she also has a mouth.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she can go at it.
Jeez.
Right.
So they're going to Colorado. Like, if somebody wants to adopt them here in town, it's not going to.
No, it's not gonna happen. Yeah,
Too
yeah.
late,
They have
yeah.
to. I mean,
Because they're
have
already
a,
part of the rescue.
they have a
Yeah.
partnership. RPM has a partnership with all these rescues. So
Right.
in order for them to continue a good relationship with the rescues in Colorado, they have to follow through.
Right.
Yeah, like Pony.
Okay.
You remember Pony? I don't know if you saw
Yeah,
it,
the
big,
black
the
one.
black one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we had 3 people here in Houston that wanted him, so I met him at my house while I was
Right.
fostering, but he had to go to Colorado, and he's still in his search for a forever home,
Right.
but I know he will find one because he's
And this
awesome.
one, I found him on Jensen
Oh, I know.
and Cavalcade.
Oh, I saw your post.
Can you teach him not to jump like that?
I can, maybe.
You can work with him, maybe.
Yeah. Maybe.
There's hope for
I'm
him?
still not a trainer. You always,
I know,
you always do that.
I know, but
I just laugh.
because you're so good at it.
I just laugh.
Yeah.
I'm just a lot. I have a lot of patience
Yeah.
for dogs.
He's a good boy,
Oh,
but he
yeah.
does like to jump. I need to.
Just keep him on a leash
Yeah.
for a little bit. Get up.
All right. Well, cool.
Cool.
What's this guy's name?
This one is Dolly. Her
What's
name
up,
is
Dolly?
Mara, but I don't really like.
Yeah, I like Dolly.
Yeah, I mean I like the name Mara, but I don't think she fits with the Mara feel. You know?
Right. No, I like Molly.
Yeah, and they do
I
shit
I
on
think
it.
there's too many Black frames on the show, so I'm gonna switch. Guys.
Look, me and Fern were in the same shirt today.
I know. I was like, darn it.
Oh, damn, it's a uniform.
It's okay.
I didn't get the memo.
Whatever.
All right. So let's talk about
Skittle bags right here, girl.
All right, let's talk about a dog's life.
All right.
So before you started this, tell everyone like what you. Just give it. Well, first give us some background.
Okay.
Like, what were you doing before this, and then how did this come about?
I've been on the service industry for about 15 years of my life. So I've been working in restaurants. I've been a cook, sous chef. I've been front of the house manager. I've been the latest. It was a general manager, and
any shout out to any of them that you cared about?
No.
Awesome.
Just kidding.
They suck.
No, they don't suck. Bro. I'm not. I'm done. With all that. I love every place that I've worked for, and I put my time working for the place, and I always give the 100%. Working there. I think
your dues.
I pay my dues. So now it's time to focus on a dog's life. HTX.
Awesome.
Yeah. However,
I just realized you have shades on.
But you didn't hear me earlier.
Yeah, no,
I said there was too many black frames on the show, so had to break it up, bro.
Anyone that tunes in right now, Steve's not high. He just
maybe
he just changed
or
glasses.
he may be
breaking the frame.
You don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll never know.
All right. So.
But anyway, so it got to a point where I love my jobs. Like I said, I give 100% of all my energy. But I felt like since I moved to Houston, I kept finding dogs on the street, and mostly on I'm from the East End, and I kept running into dogs, or people kept just bringing dogs to me, or I got to a point where people were just throwing puppies in my on my front yard.
Wow.
Because
they knew.
They knew that.
Like, Fern will help them.
Yes, like I will get a phone call like, hey, Fern, remember me? I'm your neighbor on so and so. I have 10 puppies, and I'll be like, well, what do you want me to do with it?
Right.
So I've actually, with the money that I earned through my last job, I would literally use 50% of my paycheck to spay puppies around my area.
Wow.
So.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So whenever I left my last job, I just didn't want to go back to the service industry, and I was like, well, what do I love more than, anything else really? Because I don't love dogs. I love dogs more than anything else in the world. So I was like, okay, well, that's why I have 5 freaking dogs. She knows. She lets me have 5 dogs right now. But no, I love my wife so much. She supports me a lot. However, I did, I contact this guy right here who. He helped me so much to
and I met you at I met you at your last job.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You met me at my last job.
We met.
Yeah.
Bonded over cookies.
Yeah, I used
coffee.
to.
Coffee. I was there every day.
Coffee and
Coffee and
cookies.
cookies.
Yeah. That's it. That's it, man.
Right.
Yeah. So one of the things that pushed me to do this thing is something you told me. I run the idea about you, and you were like, anything you do, you'll succeed, basically. So,
I told you that?
Yeah, man. I don't know if you were drunk. Probably. Yeah, now that I know him better, most likely.
Now it sounds like something I would say. Yeah.
That was the ministry that came out of you.
But at the end, it was a great idea. 15% of the proceeds I use to help other dogs. Like right now, I shout out to my Huts for Mutts here in Houston. They actually are raising money to spay. Dogs are tied up, and just basically with bad owners.
Yeah.
So I try to partner up with them to at least pay for one spaying a month.
Wow.
Which it's not much, but that's what I can do right now.
Right.
And I hope that once the business goes up a little more, then I can contribute more, to the cost.
Are they the ones that also build dog houses?
Yeah, they build dog houses and fences, and they change, the idea of the heavy change to a better life for the dog, because that's no life.
Like I told you, I know 2 places already. We can
send me the address.
They need help. All right.
Yeah, man. That's
so you get 50%, or you put it 15%?
15, yeah.
Okay.
It's more than the church.
Yeah. No, that's awesome.
Yeah, so that's
Wow.
from the process, you know, it's not much.
No, but that's cool. You know that?
yeah.
I mean, if we all did that, like every business owner,
And
small or large, I mean,
You know, and through this business, I've met so many like amazing women that helped all these dogs. Like literally, if these women wouldn't exist, probably Houston would be like flooded with dogs already, more than it is already.
Wow.
You know, but I mean,
so
these
who is
women,
that? Huts for Mutts?
Huts for Mutts,
Yeah.
you know, and shout out to Miss Tina. I met Tina a couple weeks ago. She literally spends her time running around Houston, just picking up dogs and taking them to bark and taking them out of bark and taking them to RPM. I mean, being a rescuer is like a full-time job.
Oh, yeah.
Man. Yeah.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I know many of. We probably know all the same ones.
Probably, yeah.
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 And it's like a full-time job for some of these people.
Yeah, man, and
Yeah.
You know, you spend a lot of time and energy and money, you know, just
Right.
trying to help out these little dogs.
Yeah.
I mean, they're worth a look at them. They're freaking cute. Huh?
Except mine, he keeps trying to jump up here.
Yeah, and he pooped earlier.
Yeah.
So he tried to blame it on mine. I'm like, no, bro. Mine don't do that.
So a dog's life. So how did this come about then?
Well, I initially had thought about, you know, several names, but none of them kind of like went with the idea.
Mhm.
And, you know, a dog's life here in Houston is pretty tough, you know.
Yeah.
So with the name, I try to, you know, help the community to kind of reasoning how hard the dogs have it here in Houston and
Mhm.
why we should all be helping out. You know, if you see a case of cruelty, call it out. If
Right.
you see a dog that needs help, you know, you help them out, you know.
Yeah.
It's as simple as just giving some food and water to the dog. You know, you don't have to always pick them up.
Right.
But, you know, just
Okay.
showing a little bit. Yeah, dog's life is pretty tough here in Houston.
But your business is a dog walking service.
Yeah. So I do dog walking.
But I could see how people confuse you for a trainer, a rescuer, everything.
Well, I'm part rescuer. I don't
Yeah.
I don't wanna take that title yet because I
Yeah.
don't feel like I
But you
deserve
are.
it. You know.
Yeah.
But
No, you are.
I think I'm a helper. You know, a rescuer helper.
No, you're a rescuer.
You're a rescue.
But you know, dogs walking service also. You know, I work with all of my clients. I work with them. You know, just to show them how to walk their dogs on a leash. You know, they're like, I've been trained for years. You know, I've had people like, you know, work with them for like a month or two,
Right.
and the dogs totally like change. You know, like
Wow.
Nash. You know,
Oh,
shout
yeah.
out to Nash. You know, he
He's
was
a little pit
yeah,
bull,
he was a
crazy
little
pit
pit bull
bull.
crazy. He'll still bite me,
Yeah.
but but he's doing so much better on the leash. You know,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
No, that's awesome.
yeah.
So I mean, like, how busy are you right now?
Well, I'm full from Monday through Sunday. I
Really?
literally work in 7 days a week.
All
yeah,
day?
Wow.
all day long. Like I started
Wow.
my earliest walk is at
You're alive,
7:30.
bro. Whatever you do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man,
Succeed.
this guy.
And you've been
Come to
doing
him.
this since what, September?
I've been doing this since September, and I mean I started only with
Because
one
I
client.
know people trying to do the dog walking game, and they're not that busy.
Eh,
Like they're trying to find business still.
You know, it's like people always tell them that, oh, you know, you can find in all these apps that you can just Google and, you know, like, oh, can you come to my house this time? And then some dude will park in your driveway and walk your dog, you
Right.
know. To me, it's not like that.
It's not
To me,
it's
it's
not
not
personal.
personal. I build relationship with the dog and I
Right.
build a relationship with the owner. You know, most of my owners
good.
invite me for like Christmas or, you know, like
That's tight.
Thanksgiving. Like last Thanksgiving, I
Yeah.
had a lot of invitations for it, which I felt like really
Yeah.
great because
'Cause
I'm
you're
part
like-
of something. You know?
Well, you end up becoming part of the family.
Yeah, and you know, my even my clients, they always, you know, try to help me out. They're like, hey, Fern, you know, I got this bag of freaking dog food, and
Right.
you
Wow.
know that I will just feed all the homeless. You know, it's crazy.
That's
so,
tight.
Yeah, I don't think any of those crazy apps do that. You know, they
No, no.
they don't help the community.
Well, yeah, the
at all.
difference is that you're helping.
Well,
the
first of
community.
all, we didn't design those apps, but you know, if we were to design them,
I
it'd
think
be a lot
I think
better.
we're gonna design one app
Yeah.
because we need one for.
Well, no,
dog
well,
life.
well, the
For
app she's talking about too is almost like everyone's
Like
fa-
Tinder?
No, no, no.
It's like
Kinda.
Come walk my dog.
Kinda. Yeah.
Well, everyone's trying to follow the whole Uber,
Yeah, I didn't want to say the
yeah,
names,
structure.
but yeah. So
and it's like they're using that same formula for dog walking or graphic design or lawn service.
which is great, you know,
But there's
Or
there's
content.
Yeah.
there's no personal
Yeah.
side to that.
yeah, and I see so many cases of, you know, I know accidents happen and all,
Uh-huh.
you know, but I see a lot of accidents like, oh, you know, the dog escaped from my dog sitter, my dog walker, you know, and
You're going for a reload? I left you some right there.
Oh, did you?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
see.
Because they're
he's
not
a nice
cold. They're
guy.
not going to be cold yet in there either.
Oh, so these are the cold ones?
Those are the hot. Those are the.
Sorry, I just interrupted something very important.
It's okay.
No, this is good. This is very
Yeah.
interesting. So, if someone like, do you have room for more?
I have
Like
room
to
for
take
more,
on more
yeah.
clients?
So I think I have, starting the summer, I think, because I do, one thing that is very important that I do is that I don't do the typical, 25-minute walk or 15-minute walk, because I feel like that doesn't do anything to my dogs.
Right.
So I don't want to bring your dog back and still with a lot of energy. I want to walk him
You're gonna
until
wear him
he's
out.
done.
Right.
Like
Yeah,
he doesn't
yeah.
want to see Fern for another 2 days. So,
Dang.
and I do.
Yeah.
You've seen the dogs
Uh-huh.
when they come back. They're just like basically another rug in the
They're
living
wore
room.
out.
Yeah. So,
That's cool.
I work with a. I hired a couple of dog walkers before I opened or started opening my own business,
Right.
and just to kind of test the waters, to see what they do, how my dogs react, and literally the dogs will come back like even more hyper from their walks.
Oh, really?
And yeah, so what I try to do, is keep a fair price, because I feel like being a dog owner shouldn't break your bank.
Right.
Because you're doing a great thing, for the dog, for yourself. Owning a dog is good for you.
Right.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
Okay. If you haven't adopted a dog, go right now.
Or
and
go
then-
to Third Ward or Fifth
yeah,
Ward,
or
or
just-
East End.
But just call me.
You'll find one.
Just call me. I have
Just
like
wait for Sunday. They're
have
probably
like
getting
10.
drunk.
Yeah.
Pick them up while they're drunk.
Right.
They're easy to
They,
grab.
they might
Yeah.
just give it to you with a 6-pack.
Yeah.
So I keep it a fair price. It's something that people can pay, and don't feel like they're spending all their money on their dogs. Which
So
wouldn't
speaking
be
of
bad.
money, somebody
Yeah.
asked, do you accept donations such as dog food and?
Yeah, you
For
can
your
always give me
rescues.
a bag of dog food. Yes, that would be cool. But I always encourage everybody to go to the rescues, like RPM, All Aboard, even to Bark, the Harris County Animal Shelter.
Shelter.
They need a lot of leashes. They need blankets, they need newspapers. So anything that you can give them, just do for
Donate to
them.
them.
Donate
Yeah.
to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to give me a bag of food, I'm not gonna be like, no, don't give it to me, please don't.
Right. What if
I
they
will
want to
put
give
it
you
in my
money?
car.
No, and I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, no,
What
if they want to give
people
me
wanna
money,
donate
I
to
donate
your
that money.
cause?
I donate that money to the rescues.
Right.
Yeah.
But you can also use it to do what you do.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
like somebody like the client that I have where these puppies were like basically left. She gave me some money, and what I did with these guys is I'm gonna use it to
Give him
I've been
money.
using to basically buy them the food and everything for them
Yeah.
while I foster them. Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah, and I don't take anything from the rescue.
I take money for myself. Murdoch. I need money for Lone Star.
And
Well,
this is why they're awesome.
That's awesome.
But yeah.
Man. Well, you're doing a lot, girl.
I know.
I mean,
Yeah, that's
I
good.
think
Yeah. Wow.
That's good.
I felt like we were on your show.
So,
you are.
I am.
So
Yeah.
if someone wants to contact you and hire you to walk their dog or anything
Yeah.
that you just described, they can go to Dog's Life,
Yeah, they can go
HTX.com.
or they can go into my Facebook page,
Okay.
or they can even send me a message through Instagram, or you can send me an email to walkmydog@dogslifehtx.com, and I answered like super fast.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Test her right now. Everybody message her right now. I want you to test
got you.
it.
Oh.
Oh, dang. All right, girl. Thanks for
All right,
coming
man.
on.
Thank you so much.
You're awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah. Y'all give it up for Fern
Badass
with
logo,
the
by
Dog's
way.
Life.
Love
Yes.
it.
Look at that cute little puppy. He's happy.
Bye,
So,
So now we can
That's
go
awesome.
back to regular glasses.
oh.
It was just too many on the
Man,
the
someone
screen.
just asked, like, why is Steve wearing sunglasses?
It was too many black frame glasses on the screen.
No, that's good. So, yeah, that's Fern. She's doing some good work. I like it.
She's doing, yeah.
Yeah. We need more people on the show that are doing good stuff.
Oh, so I have a question for you, Fern.
Yeah.
Or you as well. So, like, let's say people that want to get started and helping and rescue, yeah, like what you just did.
Yeah.
Like, how difficult or how easy is it for them? Like, hey, I want to save this dog. What the hell do I do next?
Oh, great. That's a great question. A lot of people don't want to actually pick up the dog and take him to the shelter.
Right.
But that's like the best thing. So
Okay.
one of the best things that you can do for a dog is always take him to a shelter. You know,
Right.
the life that he will have in the shelter will be way better than he will have in the street.
Really?
So
Okay.
yeah, so Bark has
Yeah.
a high survival rate. He has 95% right now.
Okay.
So and that's because the great people, you know, the great ladies at all the rescues and, you know, men that work tirelessly for, you know, to take all these dogs out.
Yeah.
You know, every week is hundreds of dogs are taken out of Bark, you know. And Bark right now is taking about 100 more dogs of what he's, you know, is designed to take in.
Oh, really? Yeah, yeah.
You know, so with all these people take all those dogs. So foster, you know, even if it's for one day, like these guys were with me for a week and they're leaving tomorrow. So like, I didn't even notice when they were at my house.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, so don't be afraid of fostering. There's a lot of rescues that
Fostering
do.
is like probably the best thing. you can
It's
do.
amazing, you know,
Yeah.
that you free space for another dog to come in into the shelter. But
Right.
once he comes in, they give you a number. It's called an A number. So once they give you the A number, you can start emailing rescues, you know, seeing who can help you out. Just send them an email with the A number and a few pictures of the dog, and just tell them, you know, like you found this dog, you really want to help this dog, or
Find
just,
a home.
you know, contact me and I will walk you through it.
Okay.
And you know, I've found houses for dogs like really awesome, like really
Okay.
fast too.
Same here.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had a hard time finding a dog
Yeah.
a home.
And sometimes like even my friends,
Even
like
pit
shout
bulls.
out to my friend Maura and my friend Maura in Austin that she adopted Nina. I don't know if you
Yeah.
guys met Nina, but she was like
Yeah.
wonderful dog. She was living under a taco truck.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, she's
Oh,
smart.
Man,
well,
she was so
drunk.
cool.
She was drunk too, I bet.
I love that girl so much.
She didn't want that dog food.
Yeah.
You know what?
So-
We were at Taco Naso. You ever go there on Fulton?
I've seen it, yeah, but
So
I've
I went there for
never
the
been
first time Friday night with my friend Gabby, and this dog shows up, and there was a guy eating Whataburger, and when we showed up, we saw some Whataburger fries on the ground, and he just passed them up, bro. He was looking for
like them?
tacos. You could tell he was a regular in that.
I
around the
mean,
taco
if he
truck.
smells the meat, you know, you
Yeah,
give him
yeah.
freaking fries. Like, of course, yeah, we'll do that to you
Yeah.
too.
So they're asking, what about cats? And
Did you
Okay.
just say
what
cat?
what
Yeah.
about SPCA?
SPCA is good. Like,
Okay.
SPCA is good. I mean, I've never worked I haven't worked enough with SPCA yet.
But cats are hard. Here's the deal with
yeah.
cats. You want me to give you all my theory on cats?
Yeah.
So cats are very
Get
self-sufficient.
close to the mic.
Cat. Murdoch. Meow, meow.
Cats are very self-sufficient, and they don't really. No one ever sees a cat wandering and like, oh, I need to go rescue that cat.
Right.
Yeah.
Because we all know that
Well, there's plenty
they're,
of
they're
rats
self.
out
Well,
there.
they're self-sufficient. They're not going to run out, just wander the streets like a dog. They're going to hide and find shelter.
But what if they're kittens?
Okay, so
They don't know
if-
anything
Yeah,
about that.
but then kittens is different.
the
game.
best thing to keep to keep the dogs off the street is to spay and neuter. That's the best thing, you know. And there's
That's the
actually,
beginning.
yeah, like that's
Yeah.
that's
Like
that's
he's
the,
getting his balls cut off
like
next week.
please,
Yeah.
like
It's the worst Easter for
We're gonna
that
cut
guy.
him off after this show.
you don't know how many puppies he already
you bring
has
the razor
out
blades?
there, you know. I mean, let's do it. I have some knives.
Oh, you got the clippers?
I have some clippers.
Toenail clippers.
Hey, we don't play, bro. We do neutering on the spot.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
But the SPCA in Bark has a trap and release program. If you register as a feral,
Wait,
like
feral or
feral,
fertile?
no, feral,
Oh,
feral.
I'm fertile because
Not fertile, no, I know.
All right.
we know you're registered as
Yeah,
a fertile.
I know. Yeah, it's
You're
watch
pretty
out,
fertile,
Steve.
bro. No more babies for you.
No
He's
more
Mexican, huh? Watch out.
So you can register as a feral.
Like a feeder, you know,
Yeah,
like you feed
okay.
and take care of the strays on your community, and then they will work with you to set up traps, you know, trap all the cats. They get them spayed or neuter, and then they will release them after 2 days. Yeah.
Okay.
You can do that
That's
with
cool.
any dog, any
Yeah.
cat. Yeah. I
Okay.
mean, if you take them to the shelter,
I'm taking
the
you, bro. That's
That's kind of cruel, huh? Like, here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
See
No
you
more
later.
babies.
You're like, got him.
You know, that's way better.
Wow.
You know, and it reduces spraying
Right.
on the cat, so
Oh, yeah.
you don't have that smelly smell everywhere.
Oh, that's
The
cool.
cat fights, you know. So
Right.
yeah, it's good. Plus, keeps just a few cats around
Right.
the block.
What about
and the cats
ponies?
around.
I see a lot of ponies and horses in the 5th Ward.
Oh, really? No, man. Just go to the SPCA on that one. Because
Somebody said just drop them off at Hector's house.
you
No,
can
he
do
said at
that.
my mom. Oh, I thought he said my mom's house.
No.
All right.
Good time.
Good.
All right.
All right.
Peace
Man,
out.
thank
So, yeah, if you guys ever want to start,
Dog's live.
reach out to Fern, Hector.
All right. We went
Awesome.
over.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh.
We got to shut it down, bro.
Oh, okay.
That was a good show.
It was those 10-minute shout-outs that we always say we're
No,
going to cut out.
we didn't do 10 minutes this time.
Man, we're sorry, guys. We tried to. We tried.
Yeah. No, we want to thank you guys for tuning in. You guys are awesome. I don't know. Does anybody have any more questions before we sign out?
Let me go back to the shades, bro.
Whoa.
Boom.
All right.
You like this? Look, it's real wood.
No, I don't like those.
Look.
I don't like those right now.
All
right.
Thanks, guys.
So next week, we don't know what we're doing.
So
next week.
we essentially we're going to tell you 5 tips to.
Well, next week what we're going to do is share with you 5 ways to turn your passion into a business.
Right, and
Yeah.
essentially today's episode was to show you someone that actually did it.
Exactly.
Right.
Fern stepped out. She decided one day.
And she applied all those methods.
When this didn't happen overnight, I mean, I knew Fern for a little bit, and like I knew what she had been wanting to do.
Yeah.
And I know that her vision's even bigger than this. Like she would love to have a cafe
Over the
that puppies can come hang out in.
Cats. Yeah, they just spray all
Few
over the
clads.
place.
But yeah, Fern's someone who decided to step out from her comfort zone.
Right.
A steady job with income.
Yeah.
You know, guaranteed. And it's like, boom, she's doing it.
Yeah, she was tactical about things, and she said she stays full.
Yeah. So, hustling.
Anyways, all
Good.
right.
All
Awesome. Lone Star, we appreciate it.
We want to thank Lone Star. We want to thank Red Bull for hooking it up. Yeah.
Bro, this was
Boom.
good.
Good show.
Let's end with a handshake.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
A man shake.
We're going to do a good. No, wait. Have it. Oh, how about this one? Have you ever done this one?
What is this? It feels like you're freaking. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
All right. See y'all later.